Delivering results from change requires organizations to think about the who and the how of change as well as the what of change. And too often organizations spend most of their energy on what needs to change and not enough energy on who needs to change and how they need to change for that to be successful. In fact, delivering change is a really challenging mission, and we found that only 12% of organizations actually succeed in delivering the change that they aspired to as they set out. Why is this? There are three things that we found. The first thing is that change is fundamentally disruptive. And that goes against the notions that most people in leadership positions have learned over their careers. And most people think about change as creating resistance in the organization, and therefore they need to overcome that resistance. Actually, we believe that change is fundamentally disruptive. What you need to do is to help people get through that disruption, help them get through that disruption as quickly as possible to be successful. Secondly, organizations don't change. It's the people that need to change their behavior for a change to be successful. And therefore, you need to think very clearly about what are the changes in behavior that I want, and not just put communication and training in place to make that happen, but actually help people with the consequences of the change. So how do I create coaching and reinforcement for the change so that people really can see when they're making the behavior change that we aspire to and can sustain that behavior change? We find that's 4 times more powerful than what we call the antecedents, the things like the training and the coaching. And thirdly, we think organizations need to think about risk. Changes fail in predictable patterns, and organizations therefore need to think about risk and how do I actually build into my plan activities to mitigate against risk and deliberately put those into the plan so that I don't have failure. Change is very, very challenging, and we think by doing these 3 things, organizations can be much more successful with their changes.